Issue 8. What do others think of you? And what do you think about yourself? Peer pressure is a subtle yet powerful influence on us. We all want to be popular, so it is important to have ideas and attitudes that our friends share. It is necessary to wear certain kinds of clothes or hairstyles, or we won't fit in with everyone else. If we were too individualistic, we would miss a lot of the advantages of being young. But no matter how hard I try, I don't think I altogether succeed in being like others in my age group. There's always something about me that doesn't quite make it. I still look almost like I did a few months back, but the really hip ones have already moved past that style, and I haven't caught up yet. My body shape and face don't quite match the ideal that I strive for. I feel like a failure to some extent, but I'll keep working at it until I finally get it right. At the same time, I worry that people take a superficial view of me. They just won't get beneath the surface. What do they know about my character, whether I'm honest or sincere or diligent? Do they even care about me? Or is my appearance the only quality they are interested in? How can I show others what my true worth is, especially since I haven't yet mastered the right look? But the problem is that I know I'm not quite perfect on the character scale either. I don't always live up to my own ideals. Many things that I hate about other people, I find myself doing too. No wonder nobody likes me for what I am, because I'm not all what I should be. I certainly have a lot of work to do on myself. What does it mean? 1. There's always something about me that doesn't quite make it. 2. The really hip ones. 3. Get beneath the surface. 4. Mastered the right look. 5. Not quite perfect on the character scale. Comprehension. 1. Why is it important to fit into a social group? 2. Do the clothes we wear matter? 3. Why is it difficult for others to know us as we really are?
Teen Talk. One. Are you concerned about other people's opinion of you? 2. Are you worried that they don't approve of your appearance? Do you think they believe you are too fat, too thin, too short, too tall, not good-looking enough? 3. Are you interested in what your peers are wearing? Clothes, makeup, hair color or style, body piercings, tattoos? Does it matter to you what they wear? 4. Are you afraid that too many people know about how much pocket money you have? 5. Do you feel ashamed or proud of your parents' job? 6. Do you worry about what others think of your scholastic performance? 7. Do you care what others say about your sweetheart, or whether you have one or not? 8. Are you always honest with yourself about your real opinions and feelings? 9. Do you keep your promises to yourself? When you don't, how do you feel? 10. Do you feel confident about yourself? Why or why not? 11. How do you feel when you let others down? 12. Do you think you have the potential to succeed? How could you improve your chances? 13. Would you like to trade places with one of your friends? Other than yourself, who would you rather be? Why? 14. Which is more important, what others think of you or what you think of yourself?
Opinion samples. 1. I'm not even sure what I think. One day, I will have firm opinions about what is right and what is wrong, and the next day I'll be questioning those very attitudes. I think I know myself well enough that I can predict how I'll behave under certain circumstances, and then when confronted by them, I find myself doing exactly the opposite. How can I be expected to know the world when I can't even discover my true self?
Questions. 1. Have you ever been in a situation in which you acted completely at odds with your preconceived notions? Please describe what happened. 2. How do people know if they know themselves or not?
2. When I was young, I used to fantasize about having other parents. I thought that surely I was somehow in the wrong household. My friends all seemed to fit into their families, but I was like a stranger in my own home. I didn't even think I looked like anyone else in my family. Maybe I was secretly adopted. Maybe my real parents were mysterious, powerful beings, perhaps from some other world. As I grew older, my sense of alienation continued, but its focus changed. I accommodated myself to who my relatives were, but I still fantasized about belonging elsewhere. I wondered what it would be like to change places with various people I knew. I thought how wonderful it would be if I had the advantages of other people and none of my own drawbacks. But eventually, I realized that my situation was actually normal. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't really terrible either, and my friends and acquaintances all had a similar mix of good and bad points about their own particular situations. So now I am quite content with my lot in life and usually do not wish to be anyone else.
Questions. 1. Why would someone fantasize about having different parents, in your opinion? 2. Is it normal or strange to have identity fantasies? Explain your answer.
Dialogue. Hey, there's Joe.
Where?
Way up ahead of us. I wish we could trade places.
I felt that way too sometimes, but I didn't know you felt that way too.
I mean, I wish I were so far up in the line so I wouldn't have to wait so long to get inside.
Oh, I misunderstood.
What did you mean?
Sometimes I'm very envious of Joe. He's popular, he's smart, he's handsome, and he's rich. So I would like to be him.
Don't be silly. You're fine the way you are. You have lots of friends.
Not as many as Joe has.
But you have really good friends. Joe has lots of casual friends, but I don't think he has any intimate ones.
Thank you. You're certainly one of them.
You have lots of other great friends too, probably more than anyone else I know. We like you for who you are.
That's very kind of you to say so.
And you're smart enough, I think.
I never win any kind of rewards for being smart the way Joe does.
He just likes to show off, but you always do very well on your tests. I wish I had your grades.
You just need to study a little harder, I think. I'll help you if you want me to.
That's what I meant about your being such a good friend.
But I'm still not as good-looking as Joe is.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as they say. Some people think Joe's very good-looking, but others, like me, think you look much better. And anyway, Beauty is only skin deep.
You flatter me too much. But if I had as much money as Joe, I'd get you something really nice to show you my appreciation.
Maybe Joe has more money than you right now, but you have all the qualities you need to surpass him someday. So I'll take a rain check until then.
But right now, at least I can pay for these tickets and get you something to eat.
Questions. 1. What do the two proverbs, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and beauty is only skin deep, mean? 2. What does take a rain check mean? When would it be appropriate to offer somebody a rain check? Read and discuss. Body image for boys and girls. Much has been said in recent years about body image in the media. Studies have been done on how girls feel when they see the abnormally slim supermodels gracing the pages of every fashion magazine. The experts seem to agree that the pressure to be perfect is so great that it is destroying the self-esteem of ordinary young women. They are starving themselves or artificially changing their looks or engaging in crude, abominable behavior because of their need to be cool. But is this really true? Is an entire generation being made insecure by the images of the ideal body that plague our TV screens, magazine pages, and billboards? Boys, unfortunately, are often forgotten in this discussion. Today's boys feel the same pressure to be physically attractive as girls do, even if this pressure manifests itself in different forms. The desire to have a great body is so powerful that many young men are turning to anabolic steroids and growth hormones to achieve the desired results. And guess what? Boys suffer from eating disorders too. The pressure to be perfect has made plastic surgery an issue even for teens, not just middle-aged adults anymore. A large number of teenagers would jump at the chance to have a better nose, or eyes, or cheekbones, or breasts. And those jumping on the surgery bandwagon are not all girls. Boys talk of pec implants, nose jobs, and liposuction to get rid of the so-called baby fat that teens often have.
Questions. 1. What's wrong with trying to look better? 2. Is there any sort of physical change, such as a drastic diet, tattooing, piercing, or surgery, that you would never find acceptable?
Pictures talk. 1. Questions. 1. Do you love yourself or hate yourself? Explain your answer. 2. Do you tend to be self-critical when you make a mistake, or are you more tolerant of yourself? 3. Which attitude, self-criticism or self-tolerance, is more likely to help you in the future? Why do you think so?
2. Questions. 1. Are you secure about your own popularity? Why or why not? 2. What characteristics define popularity among people your age? What qualities are considered especially unpopular? 3. How could you be more popular than you are, do you suppose? Or do you think you are popular enough?
What's your advice? 1. Life used to be pretty wonderful, but then my father's business failed and we had to move to a smaller house. Our situation is still pretty tight financially. I'm embarrassed about our new poverty and a bit afraid to tell my old friends about it because I'm afraid of how they might react. I want them to continue to be my friends, so I decided not to reveal my situation to them. But my parents don't think that's a good idea, saying honesty is the best policy. They say people don't need to be rich to have friends. So I don't know what to do. I'm concerned that if I make the wrong choice, I'll never be able to undo my mistake. Do you have any suggestions for me?
2. Together, my parents run a very successful business. They repeatedly tell me that I should study hard and take it over when they retire. I am glad that we are financially well off, and I know that many people envy our wealth, even though they do not respect my parents very much. I would hate to live life as busy as my parents are, and I wouldn't want to have the worries they have. But I like kids a lot. I want to be an elementary school teacher. But my parents don't like that idea at all. They say if I refuse to take over the family business, they will disinherit me completely. If I did what I wanted to do, could I be happy without a lot of money?